Hi Libra, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for July 2019. This month I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Libra Sun, Libra Ascendant, and Libra Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. At the end of this reading, I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you from this bag of gemstones and give you messages and predictions why my spirit guides say that is the good stone for you to work with and use in the month of July 2019. So all that being said, Libra, now onto your July 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have here, Libra, is the Seven of Rods. And the Seven of Rods is taking the moral high ground, or holding back your foes, negative energy, negative communication coming at you. It's either closing the door on it or keeping it at bay. You are going to have to tolerate a lot of nonsense coming to you from people in July. I get like all this nonsense coming at you. You may feel like they're giving me too much to think about. They're giving me too much to do. This could be coming from bosses, parents, clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. Your kids even could be doing it. You know, you're not going to win if you try to have any battles of wills with them or wrestle with them about anything. It's best for you to leave some things alone or leave them left unsaid, better than to wrestle with them, because I don't feel you'll get the results that you want if you choose that path. And keep in mind, Mercury is in retrograde from July 7th to August 1st, plus we have the 2-week shadow period before and after, which makes it continue on for fun. So that would be, that Mercury deals with communication. And other things, electronics and misconceptions, people misunderstanding people and not getting messages, and it's a tricky time. And you may feel like you've got a lot of anger being shoved at you. And I hear Libras saying, why do I always have to deal with that? I get the feeling like you may feel like there's one or more people that are against you, or they're angry or have an axe to grind about stuff, and you may feel like they're taking it out on you. Now, conversely, you may also be taking it out on them. It could go either way there, Libra, with that one. And you're going to have to put on your cap, your masterful cap of how to deal with it and bob and weave around the situation. Like, navigate like through tricky situations and troubled waters. And I do feel, because there's some people that are ticked off. And some of them, like I said, they could be levying it at you, or they could just be spouting off in general, or, I don't know. It's coming up like you're going to have to navigate around it. You may have to set something right that was wrong. There could be a misunderstanding where someone took something wrong or out of context of what you said or did, and you may have to set things right. That's possible here for some of you Libras. You have Ace of Pentacles next, and this is financial blessings and financial abundance coming to you, or financial stability coming to you from God or the divine source or the universe, or however you want to say it. It could also be a new beginning in finances or money. There could be some new beginning with money. Sometimes this card shows up when you could be receiving an inheritance even. I feel like you're going to be dealing on a whole new plane of existence with money, and you may be feeling like you need to protect your money, or to how you want to move it around from certain accounts. It could also be dealing with like financial institutions for loans or stock trading. It can also be like maybe you need to rewrite your will or make an amendment to something or deal with an insurance policy that you need to rectify or change or add like more, make it a bigger deductible or a bigger payout in some way. Some of you may even receive a big bonus of cash that could come to you, and it could be like a commissions check, a bonus from your job, a pay raise, even financial abundance could really, my guides are saying it could even be flowing to you through the energy of other people, meaning like those you're connected to. So you could have a significant other or a spouse or a parent or a family member that for some reason your connection with them, maybe they're getting a windfall of cash or things are increasing for them and then you benefit from it. If you don't benefit from it directly, through bonuses, raises, insurance payouts, tax refunds, all those things I already talked about, you could be benefiting it through your partner or a parent or a sibling even. I feel like this money is actually going to build up your self-confidence or your self-esteem somehow. Maybe it's what you're going to do with the money that's making you feel that way. Some of you may spend some money to take a trip or a travel of some sort could come up for you from this money. Cash flow looks good for you. You may even feel like you're getting a saturation of cash. So you don't hear that too often. And keep in mind, I'm going to say this here, if these messages aren't making sense to you, Libra, then please watch your rising sign or your moon sign because your messages may be coming to you this month from there. Also, keep in mind, you don't all have the same birth chart. So you don't have the same place of birth, city, country of origin, birth time, birth date, birthday, month, year. You don't have all that the same with other Libras. So your timing is going to be different here. You've got the 10 of Pentacles next, another good money card for you, Libra. This is could be receiving an inheritance. It could be money coming to you through family channels. It could be a gift of cash. It could be winning money. It could be you and your partner working together as a team and generating a lot of money. Some of you are going to be building something up from ground zero. And it could be, you could be building a house with your partner. It could be you and your partner building a business together, building something up. You could be buying a property and building a home, literally building it. It could be something else that you and your partner are working on together with the finances that you received, and you're doing something to build it up. It could be through stock investing, buying bonds and stocks and putting it in other types of investments, property that you could rent out to other people, whatever it is. But for you, it's like for most of you, some of you aren't coupled. So this is not going to be happening with a partner. But for many of you, it is with a partner that you are joining forces with together. And it could be a spouse or somebody that you're very close to. It could even be a friend or a relative, but you're going to be building something up here with finances from the ground up in July. Or you're going to be looking into it at the very least, talking about it, analyzing it, and thinking about getting it going and instituting it at the very least. And you're going to be guided very strongly by spirit and also by other people, even in the living, that are going to make sure you are pointed in the right direction. So I don't really feel like you can fail with this, because not only are the spirit guides around you guiding you in this venture of whatever you're building up to do with money from the ground zero up, your guides and people in the living are there, like saying, hey, Libra, no, don't go that way. We're pointing you in this direction. You're going to get signs. You're going to intuitively know. Your guides are going to let you know. And like I said, people in the living are going to help you too. You may have already found out that there was some like loss that may have felt like a kick to you in the gut in the past to do with money. But I feel if that occurred, if you're a Libra, that has occurred to you already, then you're like, this is like you're building up from it. It's like recovering from it. It's like making up for it, karmically speaking. So the next card you have in your reading, Libra, is the Empress card. And this is a maternal figure that's either on the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you. Or it could be a maternal figure in the living, your mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, stepmother, aunt. Could be you. It could be the birth of a child, birth or creation of some kind. It could be birth of a business, a project, a plan, or an idea, or like I said, a child. And very often the Empress is the person that is getting the reading. In your case, it might be you, Libra. I do feel some of you Libras are going to have really astounding progress made this month, and you may need to report it to a female. A strong female in your life. You may have to, this could be a boss, it could be a parent, it could be somebody else of some type of authority. You're really getting things in motion. The wheels are like turning like gears in your mind to get something happening here. You're going to get some surprise boost to your ego, and some compliments are going to come to you in July also. Some of you are going to open your heart up to greater possibilities in love in July. So it could be with somebody you're already partnered with, could be to someone new. It's like you don't want to be resisting too many things this month. It's a good month to like settle in, take your time, go with the flow. Yeah, don't be surprised if you don't get pat on the back, compliments, maybe raises for a job well done. That also came up in the Ace of Pentacles too, I believe. You may be doing a lot of review or analyzing of things that you feel like, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Like mentally, you may be going back to the past and reviewing things from your childhood. Even things that have to do with your mother could come up for you at this time, whether she's living or deceased, it doesn't matter. But you may be thinking about things to do that happened in the past. And this could, that may kick up a lot for you in July because, again, Mercury's in retrograde and the past can return to the present during that time. And for you, it feels like familial things to do with your mother or your upbringing, things you feel like you may be going down memory lane, wishing there were things you could change or do differently that you did in the past and how things went and how you reacted to things. I feel like you're going to be analyzing a little bit. Analyzing things from your past comes up. You have 8 of Rods next, and this is news coming to you swiftly or swift and sudden change. It could also be long distance travel. Sometimes this can be the arrows of love coming in, and you did have new love. That's a possibility here for some of you. Some of you Libras may even be considering and entertaining the idea of moving. Doesn't mean you're going to move in July, although some of you could, but you may start considering it and like looking around or weighing your options about it and thinking about it. I do feel it's also trying to indicate that this is a good month for you to make a move, that this is a month of action steps that you need to take. If you're in any kind of estate situation, you may be having to go over and estimate the costs of things or the value of things to divide and split in an estate or in a divorce or in some kind of settlement, possibly for some of you. And you know what? You may find yourself quite busy giving out a lot of information to people in July. You could be writing to the government, to your local government. You could be posting things on Facebook. You could be writing a blog. You could be sending out information to potential customers and clients. You could be giving out, you could be on YouTube. You could have a YouTube video and YouTube videos, and you're giving out information on YouTube. Because some of you, this is information that you're giving to others also. And I feel that some of you Libras are going to really think about simplifying your life and paring things down, streamlining things. Maybe you feel like you have too much clutter, or the way you do work or business, it may be feeling like it's getting too complicated and it needs to be more organized or more streamlined, or your living situation needs to be, or, you know, maybe you have a lot of papers and you're like, I need to, you know, copy all these and scan them and put them on my computer so I don't have all these papers. Like, I don't know, doing a lot of things to like streamline things comes up here too. So whatever that means for you personally, what way that you could see yourself doing that. And this is a real time of harvesting the good of things coming to you. Like, I do feel like you've got, this is kind of like a payoff month for you in some ways, even though you've got, you know, a little bit of struggle here with that 7 of Rods. The rest of it really felt pretty good to me for you. So that's good to see, because I know Libras probably feel like, when are we going to turn the corner? Like I say, all the signs, they go through these spells. I saw Virgo go through it for a very, very long time. I saw Sagittarius also go through it for a very long time. I started on YouTube a little over 5 years ago doing readings on video here. And Sagittarius and Virgo had quite a lengthy time of it. Then I've seen Aries, Cancer, and Libra have gone through some spells of it recently, in the, you know, more recently than, I finally saw Virgo and Sagittarius turn the corner. They've been having really good readings. Once in a while, a wonky one pops up for them, but Virgos have had some of the luckiest readings I've seen in a long time for a lot of the signs. So maybe yours is starting to turn the corner here, Libra. I certainly hope so. So now I'm going to pull a crystal for you from this gemstone bag of gems. And when I say work with, I mean you could put this stone on your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra when you meditate, or if you're getting Reiki healing, you could put this stone on. You could wear a beaded bracelet. You could wear a pendant of it. You could sleep with it under your pillow, put it in your bra, carry it in your pocket, whatever works for you. But to use this stone in whatever way you can in July, that will help you. And my spirit guides will tell you why the stone I pick is the right one for you. So please show me for Libra, the sign of Libra. What is the best gemstone crystal for Libras in July 2019? And you got amethyst. I believe there was another sign that got amethyst as well. No, not this, no. I did a reading on Facebook where I pulled a gemstone for one of the weeks in June, and this stone came up. So you got amethyst. So let's see why it's good for you. If you have to part ways or part company with someone, a business, a person, it's going to help enable you to facilitate that, to do so. It's going to really help you to access your true essence and help you be really genuine, be operating from your genuine self. It's going to be a good stone for you Libra, in the month of July, when you have to take anything out, examine it, look it over, and then organize it. Get rid of it or save it and organize it. It's going to be a good stone to help you with that in July. It's going to really help you to be real clear and concise and to make your point, which is going to be exceptionally helpful because, as I've said in the video earlier on, Mercury's in retrograde, and communication is one of the things that can really get lost and misunderstood and wonky. So it's good for you that this is going to help you to be clear and concise and be able to articulate and make your point in July. It's going to be a good pondering stone for you. So it's going to help you focus and get clear and not waste your time on like idle, like spacey daydream thinking, which isn't a bad thing to do. Sometimes that's very helpful. But when you really need to have clear intention and focus, it's going to help you not get too out there with your thoughts and help you get right to the matter and the point. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from me and my spirit guides that you won't see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my two businesses' Facebook pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC and The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and also on my Instagram account at @TheLuckyMermaid_Pam Georgel. In all of those places, I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, look into my crystal, give you psychic predictions and messages. Sometimes they're for the day, but usually they're for a week, a couple weeks, or even a month ahead. So hope to see you over there on my social media and interact with you over there. I look forward to seeing you there. And if you're interested in getting any of the special videos I've recorded, such as, first off, if you want to get a continuation of this reading where I continue on and look into my crystal for your sign for the month of July 2019, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for these psychic crystal readings for July 2019 for download and purchase. Also, Saturn and Pluto retrograde is still going on, and I did psychic tarot and oracle card readings where I pulled 4 tarot cards and 1 oracle card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. And the Saturn is retrograde from April 29th through September 18th. And Pluto is retrograde from April 24th until October 3rd. So those predictions and messages are going to cover that time period in those videos. Also, don't forget there's other planetary things going on as well. Jupiter is retrograde, started on April 10th and lasts until August 11th. And I did a psychic tarot and crystal readings for that transit, where I used 2 cards from the Jane Lyle Renaissance Tarot deck and looked into my crystal. Also, don't forget, every year I always do my mid-year psychic tarot update, where I pulled 5 cards for your sign, for each of your signs, and I look into what is going to transpire from June 2019 through to the end of the year, end of December 2019, and those videos are also on Vimeo as well. All the video series are available by clicking on the links below, and they'll take you to those videos on Vimeo. And if you want to just click exactly on your sign and go directly to your sign, you can do that by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the videos tab on my menu, and there you will see all the video series I have listed that I've done. There's over 1,300 videos I've recorded on Vimeo with all my spirit guides, psychic predictions, and messages for all your signs in a variety of topics. I started that in August of 2015, and I'm still continuing on. So what you would do is you just go to the heading of the video series you want. You click on your sign under that video series, and it's going to take you directly to Vimeo to that video for download and purchase. So I hope you'll find something there that'll give you more insight and information and be helpful to you as you travel through all these energies that we have always going on around us. So I wish you an absolutely spectacular July, Libra. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.